Okay, so here's how to do a frequency distribution in histogram within Excel. I use the Megastat add-in because if you'll notice, if I try to do a histogram under here, histogram, it actually does give you the histogram itself, but not the frequency distribution. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if I have Megastat, I can go to the Data tab, my Megastat add-in, frequency distributions, and then this is quantitative data, it's home prices, and it selects, you can select the data range or data array. I usually just leave the default because, typically auto estimation is useful, unless someone's telling me to have a certain interval width, and I'll show you what that means as well. Lower boundary of the first interval, typically it's going to base it on what the data has, like what's the lowest, or you could force it to do a 0 as the lowest, something like that. Don't worry about polygon and ogives, not used as much in business. Okay, and so here we have our frequency distribution, which basically gives us the lower and upper limits of each bar, the midpoint of each bar. It decided a 50 auto estimation and a low end of 300 because of the data. There was nothing less than 300, so it was kind of nice that it didn't have a low point of 0, because then there'd be a bunch of emptiness over here. How frequently each occurred? So the most common was between 500,000 and 550,000. This is the house price data from the introductory case. And then what percent is that of the total? So 27.8% of the homes were between 500 and 550. And then cumulative just basically adds cumulative up to, so basically 12 is just the 1 plus the 3 plus the 8. And then add the next 3 to get 15. So the total is 36 homes. When you do that with percent, that's kind of nice too, because you get the total of 100%. So that's kind of nice, gives you frequencies and percentages, and you see a nice chart of where the home prices fall.